Okay, shh. We are live. We are live. I think we are already live. And I'm saying to Martin, shh. Hello, we are live and we are late. I'm going to tell you why. I'm Priscilla, and this is the 1870 studio. There's the Martin over there. Wave hi, honey. Any guesses as to why we're late? I got up real early and then had a really crazy morning, and we both laid down. We had a nap. I just woke up and we had said we were gonna set an alarm for 4. Oh, 4 came and went. Good morning. Hello and welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. I'm gonna turn you around and we're gonna paint. Oh yes, we are gonna paint. So I have been working on mushrooms. So you know what I thought? Let's do a mushroom painting. Hello, Maddie Lynn. So I want to do a mushroom. I'm going to do a couple different mushroom paintings. I'm going to do a circle and I'm going to do a square. I'm going to work them at the same time together. I'm going to get some of these sticks out of my way. And this morning I was doing a super quick little bit of weeding this morning. And while I was weeding, oh my gosh, I'm knocking over a whole thing of butterflies. I'm putting my sticks into my butterfly bit. Oh, let's use butterfly for a model too. Let's do a mushroom and a butterfly. I'm going to set these right up here. So I'm going to be able to pick one of these out of here, pluck one of these out of here to be our models. I don't know what shape we'll use yet. We'll figure that out. But I have a whole bunch of mushrooms here to look at. Honey, yeah. Honey, why don't you just do what you're up to? I'm going to get going on Watercolor Wednesday. So our palette that we're going to paint with tonight, or this afternoon, this evening, early evening, whatever it is. What is 5 p.m.? Is 5 p.m. after? What, Martin? Oh, that's awesome. Homeschool graduation, I love it. Let's start with the circle. And I like this rectangle better than the square because these are going to be, I think these might actually end up going to our heart box. Okay, let's get you all settled. Here you go. I'm sorry. And that noise you're hearing, that is skee ball probably, or basketball. I don't know. Skee ball or basketball downstairs. I need to coordinate with my son on Watercolor Wednesday. It's unusually loud. I think he took out ceiling panels or something. Okay, let's get this opened up. I'm gonna set this palette on top of this, and this is I'm painting tonight with our Angora. They're made in Germany. They're opaque watercolors, and they're gorgeous. And I want to show you a little trick with these little ferns that I got from the garden. Oh, let's just get right in here. Let's get right in here with the little fern trick. These, do you remember a long time ago I said, when I was a little girl, I never had watercolors, I never had paints, I never had any of that stuff. These would be my paint brushes. when I was little, and I want to show you. I want to show you a really cool way to have some little simple paintbrushes a la nature and do a couple different cool things with these ferns. So I'm going to separate them. Today's been, oh my gosh, it's been so exciting and wonderful and lovely. I can't believe I just had an hour and a half long nap. But we had, oh, yeah, if somebody, yeah, once he is done with downstairs, we'll go downstairs. And actually, the next time I go down there and play skee ball, you'll come. I'll take you to watch skee ball. It's still work in progress down there. He's still working. Okay, I just kind of have these separated a little bit. So there's two different ways I like to play with these. The first thing I'm going to do is take some of our water, or get some water in here. And this is my shiny, my shiny stuff from the pearlescent, from the Fine Tech pearlescent.
They're saying they miss the basement studio.
I don't miss the basement studio.
It's only an out because of it. You've not got it properly set up. With the wood carving and stuff.
Yeah, I don't miss it. We have so many areas in here that I'm getting ready. I'm creating a cave, an indoor cave for my art and craft supplies. I don't know what that's in there floating around. I think it's a little speck of fern. Yep, it's a little fern leaf. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go here on our greens. That's the first color we're going to start with. It is a chilly day. Well, it's chilly in here. I don't know if it's chilly outside. I'm chilly. I'm going to take one of these, and I don't know if this is clean. I'm just going to dip this in the water right now. Just dip it in and push it up to the side. Yep, this one's pretty clean. Oh, nope, there's red. There comes some, that's that coppery stuff I was using. That's okay. Dip it and then push and twirl. I like to do that rather than because it, you just do that till it runs clear. And watch down the side so you can see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to take the green. Let's go with a little bit of this green. So there's two different ways. There are two different ways this is my paint when I was a kid. I would mix up from flowers, and then I would mix that up, and then I would paint it I would dip my little fern right in my pretend paint that I had. But because I have real paint, I can put my real paint on here. And this is going to work so much better. So I'm just going to paint this, and I'm going to do this with three different shades of green. And I'm just sort of putting the paint over the leaf, or on the fern. Let's go with this dark stuff down here. Use my finger on the background. And I'm a kid again. Oh. And if you're not doing stuff that makes you think you're a kid again, you're doing it wrong. Find that childhood joy. Okay. So I have this little fern all painted and lovely. Now, oh my goodness, what I wouldn't have given for a piece of this paper when I was little. I'm going to take it and lay it. And I can't use that finger because that finger's all covered. And I would just use my finger here when I was a kid. That's what I would do. But I'm not going to do that right now because I'm a grown-up. So I'm going to take... I have the luxury of look. Oh, it's so bad. I'm growing new skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one I'm going to take this one because we have this beautiful, beautiful piece of paper here. I'm going to put it on the top. I'm going to place it like where I want it to be on that sheet and just push straight down. And this is not an exact science, but look at that. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And now you get double fun because we pick this up. We get to pick this one up. Now let me get you. And I'm not reading the comments. If you have comments or questions about this painting, Morton will read them. Okay, now I'm going to pick this up carefully, but I do have somewhere on here. Well, thanks, honey. Look at this guy. I'm rich. I have paper towel. That's how, see, and I just figured out my whole, I don't even need to ever go to counseling or a psychologist because I just figured everything out. I was a poor kid and I made dues, so, and then I was a single mom, and like, I just see that as a waste, but I use these for other things too. I would have liked to put paper in there. You can let this dry before you pick it off, but you don't have to. Here it is. This is what I'm looking for. This I'm going to just stick right here and I want to gently, quickly lift this off. One lift. Yes. Yes, honey, this is a leaf right here that I'm using.
The other leaves.
So this guy, because there's still paint down here, I'm going to take him here and just maybe put that little bit of him on. Just that little bit. I'm going to take this. This is another technique that you can do to get some cool color off of here. Take that and just go down in one spot. I just picked up part of it. But look, we get another nice little, a nice little pressing from there. I like doing these because, oh my goodness. Yes, look, we can add on to that guy. We'll put that to the top. Yes, 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 yes. I love this. Honey, these are how all of the paintings in the Heart Box of Love's are going to be. Going to have some of these little ferns in them. These are going to be our watercolors for the Box of Love. Hey, Angelia, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to just start with that because I want our painting, even though we're off to a great start there, we're going to build this to be a little mushroom land. So this is my green. So the green, I'm going to rinse that out, dip it in, push it up, push. And I'm going to take a little bit of it now that it's watered down just a little and come right down here at the bottom. Just such a little bit. And I'm not going to paint this straight across. I'm just going to spread this here just a little bit. Look, touches, just little touches. I'll decide how deep I want this lawn to go. This little forest floor. Just that little bit. And then we'll come over here. On this one, I'm going to dip my brush in the water again, and I'm going to do the same. See, if I go like one streak across, which I'll do on this one, and then one streak across, I will let a little bit of light right there. That's gorgeous. And I'll just take some little dippy dabs. And this is like why I don't like to waste my paint into water. Look at that gorgeous color. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to take a little bit of that darker green. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of, I'm not painting right now. I am just dabbing. Just touch a little bit of color. You can turn your, look, see, I have the brush laying sideways. You can do that. You can do brush up strokes. Just this. Maybe take a little streak, just a little across the back. Like that. Oh my goodness, I'm loving that. Okay, that now looks like a tree. That does not look like a fern now. This darker paint, and I'm hoping that's not too bright for you. I'm hoping. You see how the darker looks now against that green? But we just want to dapple it. Dapple, dapple. That's the word. Just dapple it. Dapple. Little daps. Just little daps. We are doing Watercolor Wednesday at the 1870, and I am painting a secret garden that's going to have a mushroom, at least a mushroom and a butterfly. It might have a little bit more.
Melissa just said Bobina Rocks.
It depends. Bonbon is doing so good. Thank you. Our little grand doggy's doing great. So here's, I did not, honey. I made a video earlier. Here's a little bit of dark, and I don't want to lose this, but, and look, when I paint with this, so different than when I paint with the fern. But I can come up here and I can put some little things on to just sort of round them out.
This is one of the paintings for in the heart box, so love.
Yep, this is going to be for in the heart box of love. Okay, so I'm not painting this in big brush strokes. This one is dapple colors and just little dappling. Hi, Vicky. Okay.
G. Harper says you're pure joy.
Thank you. Why aren't we all just making our lives pure joy? You can. These paints are Angora, and the link is on our Amazon bio. Angora, they're made in Germany. Morton and I will go tour this factory. I'm not sure when. Maybe it'll happen this fall. Who knows?
I don't know what it means.
Who knows?
Tanya just reached level 1.3 or something.
Oh, Tanya. Go, Tanya, go, and hello. All right. Now we have our green in here, and we've kind of been using it. You can see, like, look, when I put it in water and then thin it a bit, look at the water, the color coming out. And because I save my water, I save my dirty water to paint again, I'm not as sad about it as if I was a kid. Thank you, Tanya. I was very precious with my paint because I made my own paints when I was little. Okay, but let's start on our mushroom. We are going to keep in line with the mushrooms that I'm making right here. These mushrooms that I've been making and working on. I'm surrounded by all this fantastical stuff. So I'm not going to paint a mushroom that looks like a mushroom. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. You can't watch too much. These paints are I love them. I love them too. So
you're doing an interview with the people.
Yeah. Tomorrow, the company that distributes these paints, Royal Talons, are interviewing me. And that's going to be on all their social media. I will try to get it. And in the link in our bio now, I put our link for the 1870 studio on there. So, because I want you to share your art with me too. So, go there, share it. Mushroom colors can be any color you want them to be. They can be any color.
Sorry, I misunderstood, Priscilla. What was that link? It's the link for our Facebook page.
the link for our Facebook group.
Oh,
That
Facebook
that
group,
link.
sorry.
I had asked you to look at that right before we both fell
Yeah, I
asleep.
fell asleep and never looked at it.
It's okay. So I'm going to take this color because this color just feels right. And I'm going to go for making a mushroom. Let's make a mushroom. We're going to paint one side first. Paint one side first, decide how we want it to go. And then I think I'm going to start at the top and then just brush over. Look, by brushing and then lift your brush over here, lift your brush on this side. See what happens is we drag this color paint across. Let me get in here close so you can see what I'm up to. And we create this natural shadow and look. So this side looks darker naturally.
It makes it look tubular, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we're going for a rounded mushroom shape here. And I got a little pocket of white right down here that I'm just going to use. Now this side I want it to be straight. So I'm just going to come straighten up this. Just straighten that up. But see how that dark shadow is naturally on this side? I want it a little bit darker, so I'm going to come back in, get that same color, and just go over there again. And just, if I take this and I just round this off, now you can really create your rounded shape. Darken one side, let some lights and shadows, and I don't typically talk a lot about where your shadows are. I don't think I'm a fine artist. I think I'm a fun artist. So that kind of stuff doesn't really do much for me. This color here, though, I'm going to take some of it and put it right down here. Just because, look at this color. So when I put it down there, do you see what it does when it gets with that green? Oh my gosh, that's lovely. That is lovely. And I'm going to do my same rinsing off again. And I'm going to count on everybody to, come on, phone work.
Almost like a big redwood tree.
I'm going to count on everybody to tell me that you can see okay. So I'm going to rinse this off a little bit, not a whole lot. I'm still going to have some of this pretty color on here. I'm going to come over here now and I'm going to just drop the rest of it on the painting over here. And it makes the ground, like, I'm hoping you can see.
They're saying so cool, you can see it come to life as you go.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can. So here, I'm going to rinse this out a little bit more. Now, you got to work kind of quick at this part because this color is going to be drying. I'm going to rinse this out, and then I'm going to go in with a wet brush, right? That's a pretty wet brush. You can see there. See little drops coming off. And I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to touch and pull. Just touch and pull. Because I want to muddle that line up. I don't want to look like it's a painted line coming down here. So now we have this big old wet spot. I'm going to take I like to work with teeny little papers. And you can crumble these up. You can crumble these up. You can make them even teenier. And since this is a real little one, let's make it real teeny. So little crumbles. And then I'm going to dab. I'm just going to dab. I'm going to move it and dab just to pop a little bit of the color off. Not a lot. Just dab. Oh, that's really, really, I love it. I love it. Okay, so this painting is still damp. Mushroom cap color. I want to paint I want to paint the gills for you. And I'm going to come in here. We're going to figure out how our cap's going. We're going to figure out how our cap's going with just water.
Yeah,
Just
Jane,
water.
it's round watercolor paper that's still in the pad so that it stays
Yeah,
flat
I'm going to
when
cut it
she's
off.
painting it.
Let's make this one big, magnificent
Eh,
mushroom.
I don't know if they could hear me okay, Priscilla.
Yep, this is a round sheet of watercolor paper. And it's still attached to the pad. So look what I did. I made like the shape of a leaf. I don't know if you can see that on here because it's super light. But that's what we need it to be.
Badly, G. Harper.
So now I'm
lucky if I can paint a wall.
Now I'm going to just dab a little bit of the excess off. I just got my outline done. You're going to see my outline now when I drop in the gills. I want to make the gills a color that we're going to be able to really see the texture on them. So I'm going to come up here and grab some of this yellow. And I am not fussy on what goes where. I'm not. Our gills are going to get a little bit of yellow added to them. Just a little touch. But you see these gills behind here, the gills behind, or the back side of the mushroom, I should say. You want to take, come here, you. There's that one little fleck that came off of the tissue. Come out of there. There, we got it. Yay. Okay, we want to let this dry. We're going to paint our gills on that yellow, but we got to let that dry. And this is the joy of working with two paintings. So now while this is drying, let's come over here and let's go a different avenue with this one. Let's go a whole different avenue with this one. That one we did that color stem. Let's go darker on this mushroom.
Cambria loves your mushroom vibe, and mushrooms and mermaids are the thing. Right?
Oh, mushroom. I love them. I something about a mushroom. I love it. So look, I'm loading this up really thick with a lot of this blue. And we're going to come down here, and just put in our nice mushroom. Now, because we're setting him here, we didn't have a recess painted out for this guy. He's setting on top of the ground. He's going to come in like this away. And this mushroom painting, I want to show you how to do it a little bit different. Dip your water in, come down with a little bit of the water, and let's go for a bigger bottom. See how we just got it to fade out there, coming out this side. The other one we brushed across. This one we came straight down. I love that color. I'm going to take another color that's nice and bold. Let's come up here and grab some of this purple. And let's make this little mushroom have a friend. This little mushroom has to have a friend. And now if we put this friend in front, we don't want them to touch. They're not touching. If we put this one in front of our leaf, come back in, up to down, and then I'm going to touch some more right up here at the top. I'm going to have that spread out up there. I'm going to touch some of that paint in there. And look, the color ran down here. Are we worried about it? Nah. Just dab it. Look, dab. Nobody knows. So now this painting, this is when it gets fun. This purple that we got on our paintbrush. Look, I'm going to just, let me set this off to the side. Let me get myself ready for it. Let's set that guy off to the side. Let's get this guy back in the spotlight. I'm going to just once in the water. I'm not rinsing. Once in the water. Watch. In, out. In, out. This is a loaded brush. I'm going to come up here. I'm not going to touch the bottom. I'm going to come up here. Oh my goodness, it's better than I hoped for. We are going to take that back again. Oh, I love it. It's like a cosmic mushroom. Don't want to touch our yellow. We do not want to touch the yellow. Now I'm going to get my edge to where it makes me happy. It could be straight, it could be lumpy. You can make it however you want to make it. I'm going to make it so this purple comes down, but we're going to carefully not touch our yellow gills. We are not touching them. If we touch them, this water will run, the water will run together. We don't want that. So I'm just going to gently cover over. If I let the white, it'll make it look shiny. It'll make it look like a shiny highlight. I want this to look velvety. So we're not going to do that. But I'm going to come down here. We're going to find the back of our mushroom. Right here.
It's looking great, Priscilla, and Nicole says
Thank you.
Watercolor.
Yay. So we're going to paint this part. Look, don't let it touch the gills. I'm going to paint that part right over, right up to the stem. And you see,
Thank you for the rose.
You see how it looks right now. It looks right. But now this is still wet up here. So I'm going to take advantage of that by making my brush wet again. Make it wet. And roll it out. Make it wet, roll it out, make it wet. A lot of watercolor work really comes from controlling what color's on your brush and how much water is on there. So I'm getting rid of that purple, right? But I want purple on here. So I'm going to dry this brush. I'm just going to dry the brush by rolling. I'm not wiping on a paper towel. Just kind of wringing it out. Like that's how my mom used to wring her mop out. And let's go back here into the dark, dark purple. Now we're going to load up just the little tip. And now we're going to take and we're going to make just little shapes on here. Just some little shapes. They're not going to be circles. They're just going to be some little color shapes here and there.
Should have made them hearts.
We could have made them hearts. You can make them anything you want to. You can go with stars. Go with, look, you just want to touch your brush down. You could do that. I like to use just the tip though, and just have fun and play with this. This is it's a really cool technique to do. I do like to keep them kind of in a circle shape, but see, this isn't just like drawing a big circle here. By making this circle look like it wraps around there, it'll make your mushroom look more 3D. So think of circles that you're kind of taking them off the page. Go back in here and grab some more. They're not uniform. This will put a little semicircle up here. Our little half moon shape, because that'll go up and over. And you're going to get the feel for what's too dark, what's not dark enough. That's going to happen for you. This will put this little circle right here to the edge, because it's going to circle around there. So back here on the back, we'll come up with a little bit of a semicircle, because there's one way back there, and you don't want to overdo this. Don't want to overdo it. And guess what? The good news is you can't overdo it. You do it any way you want to do it. So this, I still have some of the dark paint here. I want this side darker like we had this, the stem darker. So we're going to take this and we're just going to, this is like the gentlest of gentlest. I'm going to start about 3/4 of the way down. And I'm using my round brush. And I'm just going to take that the whole way right to the corner. Just right to the corner. This is an 8, I think. 7. A 7 round that is all kinds of messy. And then up here, I'm going to just skinny pull it up to the top. So it gives us a little shadow. Now we're going to, and I could go in here and darken up parts of these now because I still have paint on here. Darken up some little spots. And you notice with these, I'm not just painting a circle. We're getting little circle shapes, but not just painting a circle. Not just painting a circle. I like that. I don't want to put anything more on there. And I'm going to totally get away from it then.
You could say about following and liking.
Oh, yeah. Make sure that you're following if you haven't. And thank you so much for tapping the screen. And now, if you click on the bio, if you click on our bio, you're going to see I put the link on there to join our Facebook group. We have over 200 people in it. And I want it to be the safest, funnest place, most creative, wonderful, magical place on the interwebs for you to share your art with us. So if you have art and positivity, and yeah, it's a love, love, love place. If you're into it, get there. Okay, so let's go now. I'm really washing this out, and this I want to put my sky on now on this painting. So I'm going to come here. I have a lot of blue. Oh, this blue. I'm glad I moved it. I love this blue. This blue is our guy right here. This blue, I'm going to bring that blue back to life. I'm going to come in here and just go on here. Now, because this is a round painting, I'm not putting a butterfly on this painting, honey. Maybe the teeniest, tiniest, I could put a tiny butterfly on there and turn that into a 20-foot tall mushroom. But I'm going to load this up with blue. I'm going to start up here at the top.
Thanks, Dan. So they've just
I'm going to pull this around. Yay, thank you. And please post in there. We're writing a story in there. Add to that story. We're doing lots of fun stuff there.
It'd be nice to see people tapping likes.
Yes, and thank you for liking. When you like our live TikToks as we're on, I think more people find us. And also, when you watch our TikToks, it really does help us. I mean, it financially helps us when you watch our TikToks. I don't know if you knew that or not. So we have sky over there. And this is a very subtle blue. I don't know if you can see it great on here or not. I could go darker, but that's about as dark as I want to get that. I might put some other color in that sky, but I want to get this blue on here.
I've never heard of that, Melissa.
What is it?
The danger of drying real mushrooms is, I don't know that. You would really need to look up how you would neutralize the spores, because dried mushrooms would still have active spores. So there's a danger that if they got somewhere damp or anything, that the spores would react.
Yeah, we have never.
It would be kind of sketchy using real mushrooms.
We have never dried mushrooms.
If you ever use dried, I would really read up on how you would neutralize the spores.
So I'm going in here with water. With my brush.
Yeah, we're an hour
and
north
just
of Harrisburg, dance away.
Just taking this brush down here, not touching our mushroom, not touching our fern. keep a little barrier there. I'm going to come back in this blue, and we can build our sky up just like you build up any other color. You can build the sky up, but we don't want to let it touch our mushroom because then colors run together. We don't want that.
Yeah, unless you were sealing them in rosin or something, I don't know how you would use them, would you, Priscilla?
Zero idea, Martin. I do not know. I've never done it before. I'm not opposed to learning.
Yeah, but yeah, you would really need to be careful and read about that.
So, I want to get this blue under here. I love this color blue, and I'm experimenting under here. And you know, sometimes people experiment off their paint too. But I'm just not touching the other colors. Putting in, you need it to flow. If you need it to flow more, go back into your water. I'm going in clean water here because I want to keep this blue. Keep the blue. And if it messes around a little bit with the green, that's okay. But I want to come and get this blue because look how beautiful it is. This blue is gorgeous. And I'll show you how to make a cloud here. So I'm just tapping some more blue in. Now that I have my whole everything covered with that, not touched into the purple. Oops. Oh, I went into a real dark blue. Let's see what it does. Ooh, nice. Okay. I love painting clouds. And you can paint clouds. You can paint them with lots of things. Now, when this dries completely, I can go closer to my purple, but I don't want to touch into that purple right now because things really they'll get together. We don't want that. I'm just, as we did our dappling, where we just dap and dot, that's what I'm doing for here. And I'm going to actually, this guy's empty. Pro tip, move your painting before you pour water. This little spray guy here, honey, I have to let this soak because I clogged that up with something when I had put paint in there. But I like to keep my clean paint here so I'm not tempted to just quickly touch my brush and do it, because that is how I operate. I don't need you to get me any water, Martin. I'm totally fine. Nope, totally fine. Okay, let's get on with this. We're almost ready to just touch that up there a little bit more. Go in here now, work your details. You get a little white area that you're not crazy about. Touch a little bit closer. But you remember that game we played as kids, Operation? You don't want to get too close. I'm dapple in the sky. Dapple it in. I'm hoping, I'm going to turn my light out. I love painting with natural light, and normally it's great here. I just feel like this is glaring too much for you to see. Let me reach over here. Oh. Let me reach over here. Can you see that? Is that, oh, that's better. That's better, isn't it? Honey.
Yeah, it's darker. Need to zoom it a wee bit. Yeah, that's better. You see it all better.
Yeah, that's better. The bright light, that's why I'm not finishing the mural. And also, I'll show you at the end of this.
Penny says much better.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Natural light when you're painting is always better. Always. And I can see just fine to paint here. And that light is a little bit bright. So I'm going to just dabble in some sky colors. The sky isn't our focus here. The real focus of this mushroom is going to be the gills. The gills. So the gills, we want to make sure they're super dry. They have to be so dry before we start painting the gills. But I'm loving I'm loving the shape and everything else of this. I love the stem. We got to do the gills.
What do you do with your blow gun?
What did I do with what?
Your blow gun.
The blow dryer? Honey, I don't need it.
Just to be double fair.
Don't need it. Okay, so this, Martin has this goal, I think, to get us banned.
All
He-
right. Anna must be painting along with you because she's saying her mushroom doesn't look like a mushroom but enjoying the journey.
Yay! And please, everybody who's painting with me, what I really want to see is I want to see you putting your stuff in the Facebook group.
And Tabitha says hello and Ketty says love listening to you guys while working.
Oh, so here, I'm going to go here for the shape. We're going to paint our shape in with water.
Well, because I said, instead of saying pew pew, I said
Yeah,
naughty word.
you're not allowed to
I'm not
say.
talking about a pew pew, I was talking about
Yeah.
basically a hairdryer. But, you know,
He called a hairdryer a
it's the whole
whatever. I don't want to
it's
say the
whole
word or
things have been filtered.
things get banned on TikTok, and I don't want to get banned. So, okay, this part, Martin's bad influence. This part, I'm going to make this come out a little bit further. That's where our gills are going to be. And I've decided this one is going to stand in front of this one. So a bit of this guy is going to be behind this mushroom. So I'm still going to paint his gills. I'm going to paint them off the page, actually. His cap's going to go off the page. And we're just painting for the gills right now. Just painting for the gills.
That's like even when Priscilla's talking about her paints. It's funny, you've got to think about what you're talking about because it's amazing how many common phrases you have to change words.
Painting these gills in. Now I got to figure out what color they're going to be. And the gills, I do like the gills lighter. I love the gills lighter.
Do you use crayons at all with your watercolor?
Yes. Oh, you mean watercolor crayons? Yes. And I have so many different things. I don't think I'll live long enough to show you all of them.
You use the watercolor pencils as well, don't
Yes. So this, I'm just dripping a little bit of this color into here. That's going to be our gills. Just dripping that in. Hopefully you can see that. I haven't used, well, I have done it in the past. I haven't done it on these.
No, that's what I meant in the past.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to rinse this off, and I'm going to go with this one that's a little bit light, darker for this gill. And these are just the gills that I'm painting right now that aren't painted because we haven't done them yet. These are going to be our caps. Now this one, I went ahead and just painted that out here for the continuity. We're going to come up here. We're going to cover this. We're going to go over the top of that yellow with this guy because he's going to be at the front, or maybe he should be at the back. Let's put him at the back. We'll go real tricky here. I have this pinky red. Let's do the pinky red. Oh, hello. We are doing Watercolor Wednesday, and I'm painting mushrooms. And I don't want these colors to bleed, but I'm scared they're going to. And I was going to have this cap go on top of. I'm going to put this cap behind this one. That guy. The blue stem is now out to the front. I'm going to pull it right up to the edge of this. Right up to the edge of this. If it bleeds down just a little bit into the gills, I'm okay with that. And this one, this mushroom is just going to go like this. Because you see what we're doing? We're leaving the space here for this mushroom cap to come out. This mushroom is a tall one.
Delaney's saying beautiful that they've got the same watercolor set.
Oh, yay! These watercolors, I love them. So see, now I can start layering up this color a little bit because we got our base color in. I'll just put some more of that pinky pink in on top of it. But again, I'm not painting the whole streak. I'm painting some of it, and I'm loving that. This color right here, I'm loving the color in there so much. I'm going to come and take a little bit of it right down here to the base. Right down here to the base. Just a little bit of it. So we don't just have our one color down here on the base. See how just putting that little bit in? We'll put a little bit of it down on this too. Not the whole way, just a little bit. It changes it all. I'm loving how this one's looking. Okay, let's let this baby dry.
Delaney's saying they love oil paintings, but they never seem to laugh when she's like drying. She's laughing about it.
Oil paints are fun. Okay, so here I have a little bit more of that color on here. Look, I'm going to take this color and just tap it up in here. I'm not painting. I am just tapping this color in. I'm not worried about painting that stroke. I'm going to take my brush now and turn my brush this side and just re-tap. It'll give so much more depth to our mushroom. And then I think we might put a little ring on here too. Now I want to sing a little Beyonce for you. See how that, oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm still thinking of if we're going to put a ring on this mushroom. If you like it, you know. Okay, so I'm loving how these colors look together here. That little bit of a pink, but it's basically all out of my brush now.
So I say Alana, she's like lovely.
And the beautiful part, I think, about what makes our paintings so special, and I don't care what we're painting, love what you're doing. Love it. Love it. Even if, you know, like there's one spot on here, I don't want to point it out. There's one spot on here I'm not loving. Guess what? I'm loving it. It's this little spot. He got a little bit too clumpy, but he's going to be gorgeous. Love him. Love him what you're doing. I do like my musical taste. It's so varied. It's scary varied. I like I like all music. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go into this paint here. Rinse. 9,000 likes. Thank you. I'm just going to go in my dirty water and roll. Dip it, roll. I don't go like that into water a lot of times. I like to go in on the side and then roll it. Practice what techniques you enjoy and figure them out, and again, love doing them. Love them. Okay, so now I could go with a line pen and go in here. I'll do it on one of, well, maybe I should do it on this one. Are you dry? You're pretty dry.
I thought it must have changed something again. Pretty dry. It usually tells me on my screen who's liking and everything. the numbers are going up and it's
Oh.
telling me nothing.
Well, thank you, everybody that is liking. It's
Yeah, thank you
appreciated.
for that.
Okay, liking and tapping. Okay. I want to put some more up onto the purple, but I am going to go for our pearlescent colors for that.
Oh, that's what somebody just asked Priscilla, actually. Delaney was asking what's the other watercolours.
The other watercolors, there are Fine Tech pearlescent colors. They are this watercolor set. We are going to put these pearlescent colors on. We're almost there on this one. We're almost there on this one. I just have to decide and see, like, this little band of white going right around here where I didn't paint. I'm loving that. I love it. And now I want to take this. Let's find a nice color. Let's find a nice little color. Now, I have super fine paintbrushes. I don't have them right here. This is a round paintbrush. So I'm going to grab here at this point and just make a little line out. I'll make a little line out. Just like how we split our pie when I'm making that clay mushroom. That's what we're going to do with this.
Delaney's saying, yeah, laugh out loud, looks beautiful. You're wanting me to paint on my back porch just now. Now, is that on the back porch or on the back porch?
Yes, paint with me. So this, I'm not bothered about how many little lines I can put. I am just going and dividing pie pieces. See the pie pieces? Divide it in half, and half, and half, and half. In half, in half, in half. Some will be darker, some will be lighter, and it's all going to be just fine. So now here, this part, I'm going to go in with a little bit of orangey. I'm going to go up here to just make our top feel for our mushroom. So this is one way to do gills, gently, where you have the feel of gills. And then I could take and go in with a little bit darker color, and go up in here just to push. But I don't want to get too carried away with them. I'm going to take this. This is the point where I say I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go right along that white ledge. I'm going to make all this stuff just sort of, yep. I'm happy I did that. Nothing bled because it wasn't there. But now I need to darken up this stem to make the cap pop. And thank you for all the likes. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab a little darker. Wait, is that dark purple? Let me pull this into the light. Nope. Okay. I didn't think it was. For a minute I was scared. It's a golden color. So right here, I'm going to come up here. And how we have been dappling, I'm going to continue to dapple. Dapple, 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 dapple. Dapple, dapple, dapple. Dapple, dapple. I can let some little bits of the light in there. Dapple, dapple. And especially down here at the very bottom and base, I'm going to dapple some more in.
And from anybody that's wondering, this is totally for your imagination.
Honey, I have a whole bunch of mushrooms in front of me.
Yeah, but they were for your imagination as well.
Okay, I'm going for it. I'm going to go in and then I'm going to lift some off. So I'm going to put it down and now we're going to... I'm lifting some off.
Nah.
I'm lifting some off. Not all of it, just a little. If you lift it off right in the center, this is your little trick. You lift it off right in the center and the sides are darker and it becomes round. See, you can see it like I can see. Can you see how 3D it looks now, honey? It looks very 3D now. Okay. I'm about done with this little guy. Oh, except the pearlescent color. I'll put that on at the very end. But I think this guy's done. I'm going to take some of that I just made darker there. I'm going to rinse my brush, looking a little rinse and roll, and then make it halfway wet, halfway dry. And then I'm going to just put some of that color right down here. Some of it.
You said hashtag my imagination. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Okay. This little color, this is dried enough now. It can handle it. I'm going to come up here with a little bit of that color. And our sweet little fern that started this little journey, that little part up here.
Funny when you watch an artist because you're like, no, leave it like it is. Then they change it and it is good. Nancy's saying, what are you painting on? Show them it.
This is a round palette, and I'll slice this picture off when I'm done with it. This little bit of yellow that I still have on here, this dark golden, that I just put around on here, it just sort of, it gives a little dimension to these little ferns. These little ferns are so precious.
Yeah, it says you've got a Bob Ross voice, very relaxing.
Thank you. I kind of want to put a little ladybug on here, honey. Should I?
A what?
A little ladybug?
Yeah, or you said a bit watercolor.
I'm feeling a ladybug. I don't even know if this is red.
Yes, says Jennifer.
Let's put ladybugs are lucky, and we have so many here. And I want these paintings that I'm doing for the heart boxes. I want when people open them, I want them to have no doubt of all the love, and I want them to feel very connected.
Yeah, there's thousands of them in here.
We have so many little ladybugs. Let's paint one here. Don't
It's
bleed.
A ladybug sanctuary in the winter time.
A ladybird. And I just can't have one. It needs a friend.
Yeah, so it's a ladybug.
It needs a friend.
Ladybug.
Yeah, Morton calls them ladybirds. So I'm just going with a little half circle. Once she dries, I will put her, I'll put her little spots on her. But she has to have a little friend, honey. She can't be lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
She needs a little friend right here. This time, before I put it in, I'm just going to push because I was just on here with the color. So just be mindful of what's wet and dry on your canvas. Oh, this one's going to be a great one. Get right there. We'll fix them up. Might even fix these up with a marker. Oh, yeah. Two little ladybugs. Martin calls them ladybirds. They're not birds, they're bugs. Okay, this guy is going over here to dry. I'm loving him. And I really hope you can see how 3D, he's really looking 3D. I'm loving him. Okay, so this one now, I'm excited about this one. I'm going to take that red that we had on here. I'm going to go for a red cap here, up here. Let's go for a red cap. And this red cap, it's the whole way off that page. The whole way off the page. Do you hear how dry my brush is getting? That's all the water coming out of my watercolor brush. And it's drying. Listen, it's dry. So we're going to go back in. Actually, I'm not going to grab my muddy water. I'm going to take the top off of here. In and out. In and out. Don't touch the side, and it will not change your clean water. Just in and out. We're going to go up here to the red. Way, 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 way up here. And I'm going to start up at the top. I'll bring that over. And I should have but didn't. Should have left a little bit of, sorry, I can't talk right now. I was holding my breath. I was hoping that did not bleed. I should have left some little spots up here. I should have left some like this, and I think I will. I'm just going to paint some little circles. Don't want them to be too fussy. Don't want them to be too many. But I've just painted in some circles. I'm loving this color. There's going to be a tiny little circle there.
Friends in Germany watching you.
Oh, this paint is made in Germany. We want to come over and visit the factory. We were supposed to do it this fall.
He said, love the painting, just moved to Germany. I just went to Germany. Oh. Thanks for the kind life.
Lovely.
Coulda, woulda, church is there, lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Germany is so beautiful. Morton and I have been there. Did you spend a summer in Germany, honey, when you were in school? Morton went there a couple weeks with his school. So this one, I'm going to go over this again now. I want to darken this up. So you can always come back in and build up your color. That's easy.
We accidentally visited a place called Wertheim.
Oh, yeah. If you get a chance to go to Wertheim, Germany, Wertheim, yeah, honey? Yeah. It is one of the most beautiful places in the whole wide world.
Castle Wertheim.
Yep, their castle they have there is incredible. So I'm just darkening this up, and I'm going to just darken up this little triangle corner right here. Right here. And come right up to this side of this little guy. Because we're trying to create the illusion of roundness. We're trying to get a round shape to happen. And in art class, I was always disappointed when they would first of all, grade you. But whenever it would just be drawing the shapes, I didn't just want to draw the shapes because I saw them as lots of other things. I never got good grades in that, honey. Never. My teachers were never impressed.
It's like
I would go on to draw like a whatever, and she's like, the assignment was to draw a cylinder. I'm like, it's a silo. I'm a farm girl. I'm just putting in some little shades here. These little shades and feels. That's what you're after. Just feel your way along your paintings.
It was, I think, Wertheim was.
I can't remember.
West of Frankfurt, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was about 100 kilometers from Frankfurt. Not far. Okay. Loving it. Loving it.
Oh, that's amazing. Her granddaughter lives in Freiburg in Germany.
Oh.
She married her high school love, a German exchange student.
I love that.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. So cool. I am Heinz 57 variety, and I have I have ancestors from like all over. I want to darken this up just a little bit more. And look, did you see how many layers we just put on here? 1, 2, 3 layers. I can't see what time it is. Oh, we've gone over the hour. I'm super sorry. But this is too much fun. And we're doing 2 paintings. And you must be liking it because there are likes on here. And I don't have my glasses on. I'm squinting. And I'm like, why am I squinting? I don't have my glasses on. Sometimes when I finish a painting that I haven't worn glasses on, when I look at it, I'm like, oh, why didn't I put glasses on? And then I look at it and I'm like, maybe I paint better without glasses. Okay, so this red, I'm going to pull a little bit down on my mushroom. Not a lot.
Diane says she got a chance to go to the wedding. That's brilliant.
That's very cool.
Cambria's saying 2 hours for 2 paintings.
Yes, that's true, Cambria. That is so true. So look here, I put just a little bit of red down here. See that little triangle? I'm going to come and put some up here. A little red on the blue. I don't want to go purple. We do know red and blue do purple. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get this blue. Let's get this blue.
Not your password, Chelsea, and hello dear, how is everything?
Everything is dandy and wonderful. Today has been lovely. Oh my gosh, we had a nap. Honey, I think after this live, looks like the sun's coming out. I think me and you ought to go for a little stroll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab a little bit of this. There's a darker blue up here that I'm going into. And then there's this blue up here that's just crazy, and I love it. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to just put some little bits up into here. Look, boom, boom, boom. See this? And turn your brush. Don't be afraid to turn your brush. I'm going to put some little guys up in there. See those little fills?
To that Cambria, she's doing the flat stuff first, and then I'm going to put the...
Yeah, I'm going to go in for the gills. If you're...
No, the transparent, she's saying...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's getting that. It's getting the pearlescence. 100%. This darker blue. Just going to take it on down here. I want to let some of this light here. But just by dappling this down, look at that. That's the blue on the red on the blue.
Foster's saying the air quality is really bad up there. Don't need us getting sick.
Oh, yeah. We had an air quality. Yep, we had an air quality warning. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you so much, Foster. I'm going to put some blue down here. And look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to paint in the feel of the grass coming up by this. Just by doing some little touches. Little touches. I want it to be 3D.
Nature world. Don't your password says, I love how you're always doing something magic.
Oh.
That's an interesting emoji. It's a little fairy.
Oh. Okay, so
Cambria says we're in an air quality warning also, but it's not as bad as the other week.
I'm going to put some of this color down here to see where I am. I love it. Glad that I did.
Foster's saying, saw a doctor reporting it and said, don't go outside if you don't have
Okay.
it. It doesn't look too bad here compared to the other
Oh,
week.
yeah, the other week it got kind of scary outside. Okay, so this one, I want to take this darker pink that we had painted this part with. I'm going to go put just a little bit more on here. I want to almost draw it like a line coming down here. It's like a line in front of that. I want to take this darker pink, that pink, go right along to the back of this, but ever so thin. I'm loving this. This one is lovely.
Amanda said, yeah, heart me. Thank you.
Thank you. And you see how that really feels like a line there?
And you get 12,000
I'm gonna dapple. I'm gonna dapple this now. Dot, 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 dot. Just to kind of get that feel out. I'm gonna come over here with our dark pink right down there.
Amanda reached member level 12.
That's cool.
And she's using the emojis from
Thank you, Amanda.
Mama's saying loves it.
I'm gonna.
We've got a grand dog downstairs with our grandson.
Yeah, we have the
Nature
fluffiest little puppy ever. We have a great grand dog. Well, she's wonderful. She's our son's dog. Little Bonnie Bon Bon. Okay, now I want to make a little lip here. So how I'm going to make a little lip here is I'm going to take a little darker pink and I'm going to come right around this, sweep that up. And you see the lighter bit. I'm hoping you can see that on here.
Oh, Jesse's got a dog's called Bonnie.
Oh.
It's a golden doodle.
Oh, golden doodles are beautiful.
That'd be good at Disney Shed.
Yeah.
Bon sheds like crazy, eh?
She does shed. That part, I need to let that dry. But this, I'm going to put water on here. I want to put water on here and roll this. Roll it so I get most of it out, but still have some in. And then I want to come down here and put some of that on here. Just little bits of it. I love that. Okay, now let's do the gills.
Nature's asking if you like cats, Priscilla.
I do love kitty cats, but I'm allergic to them, but I love them. I always, whenever I encounter a kitty cat, I always play and love on it till it scratches me or till my eyes are watering. I'm going to switch up to this brush. This brush has a finer point. This brush it's a number 4. It's a Marabou, and I have, oh my gosh, I painted with this brush for years.
What was that comedian's joke that they used to go with the old joke? Yeah, I like cats, but I couldn't eat a whole one.
Oh, that's W.C. Fields, and he said that about kids. Morton, silly. Okay, so this one under here.
Oh, ragdoll cats are hypoallergenic.
Are they? And I love them. Oh my gosh. Oh, Morton, they're beautiful. Ragdolls are gorgeous.
I've heard of that before.
What? There's something.
No, she would be like Ernst Blofeld with a cat.
The cat
She's
would.
Always plotting as it is with a
No,
cat.
the cat would 100% not love me because I would love it too much.
She'd be like Mr. Big, she'd be sitting on the big chair with Mr. Bigglesworth. What can you do now then, Mr. Bigglesworth?
Oh, Martin, let's make a pie. I'm going to just pick a point. Pick a point.
Kendra's saying you need a ragdoll. Jess saying Martin and laughing. Dance Away saying you need more people like you in the world. Nature's saying the black cat out of the 3 super lovely and likes cuddles.
Oh. Yeah, I
You'll like this one, Priscilla. Angelia's saying that her mushrooms have got cancerous growth.
Oh no.
Definitely need more than one lesson.
Oh no. This is the part that I love / not love the most, because watch what I'm doing here. I'm going way out and I make I'm pretending like I'm slicing a pie. Oops. That person's getting a wonky piece.
Yeah, every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, unless there's some other event or that prevents us, is Watercolor Wednesday.
I'll make this one real long out this way.
Some mushrooms look very lumpy, as
yes. You embrace it, Angelia.
Yeah, remember that one we had that had like its own little babies all over it when we were taking it the other day?
Hey, I was singing, Angelia, I was singing your name the other day. Angelia. Your name is so beautiful. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take you over and show you the mural. Okay, so this color, this is that lovely magic color. I'm going to take and I'm going to smush some of it down in here.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
going to,
get lost in here, nature.
I would be afraid for a kitty in here. We have, there's a hole up in the bell tower that goes the whole way down. It goes the whole way down. Oh, there's so many danger zones for
Angela
kitties.
said, I love that, thank you. She's not finished the mural yet, but she got a lovely
Honey,
new addition for it.
I think I might be finished with the mural. I was looking at it today. I'm like, dang, are you done?
Angela was asking, did you show me the haunted house video?
Oh, I didn't. You got to see it. This is so cool. Angelia, join our Facebook group and please put it in there. It's so cool.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would end up having to go looking for it in the attic.
Oh, we have straight up 20-foot tall trees in here.
And the balcony's like 12 feet off the ground and stuff like that.
I'm pulling some of this top part up in here, just to get our little.
Into the attic, that would be crazy. Yeah?
I could, yeah.
You can post a TikTok on Facebook.
Yep, 100%. No, honey, you can just copy the link and put it on there. Because Jackie did. Jackie did. So this color of blue.
I think you use the share function, don't you?
I'm going to use this color and come down here just a little bit. And I've been talking more on this one about some techniques than I have on any of the other ones that I've been painting with you. Because I just paint and get lost in my own little world. But I really do want to share.
Foster's saying you use share or copy, Priscilla.
Yes, I really want to share details with you. And I want to, I'm always wanting to do better, and I think I can do better. I want you to be able to get a lot out of our lives. So can you see the big difference here between this mushroom stem and this mushroom stem? So I'm going to show you my little magic trick. I went dark over here, put that over here. This side just sort of goes off into nowhere land. And if I was going, this is going to have a really light sky. I know I'm putting a really light sky in here. I'm going to put the same kind of blue that I have on this one, which I love that. That's so pretty. I would walk into that little world. But here what I want to do, because this is going to have the light sky too, I want to have this little sharp, crisp feel over here. So I'm going to come down here with this little line, start it, stop it, put a little of this, a little of that in there, and then down here, kind of just push a little bit of it in. Just push a little bit of it in, and then dot. Then dot, and I want to try to dot so close to it. So close to it. Look, this one has little bumps and stuff on it too. It's the beautiful part about a mushroom. So we didn't have that light edge again, and I think from my perspective here anyway, it made it look a lot more 3D. Tappy tap tap tap. Tap it into blend. Tap 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 it into blend.
I thought that was you talking about likes there.
Oh yeah, tappy tap tap. You tap the screen, I'll tap this. Okay, so I'm happy with this little fellow. This color, I love it. I'm going to take it down here, put some little shadows in. Put some little shadows in.
Says you couldn't share it. No. Because Nature is saying you can save the video to your phone and upload it to Facebook, and it's not a link.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Okay, so back here in the background here, I really want to put way
Password says when they paint, it always looks fake.
way in the difference, or way in the distance here. I have got to have a purple mountain back here. I got to. We got to have one back there, and we need one over here. They're so far away. Those mountains are so far away. But we want to go. We want to go to them. I'm going to take, I like how that looks. I love how that looks. Okay, we got to do our, let's take, this was purple, so I don't want to do purple for our gills.
You're being asked a question, do you or have you ever made miniatures like for little scenes or terrariums?
Yes, always. Oh my goodness, I love making miniatures. Okay, so this one for the gills, I think I'm going to go for purple.
Nice.
I know the stem is purple, but I think I'm going to do the gills in purple
Nature
too.
says they'd love to see that sometime.
Yeah, I have a little miniature game room on the library here behind me. I have I have the tiki room, loads of miniatures there. I've done some of them. I just got a cherry plate for my tiki room. I do little mossy dioramas.
The answer is actually pointing that out, Priscilla. Do you still have that miniature house with the pumpkins that you did at your daughter's in Florida?
Yep.
Tiki house.
Still have it.
And
That
Libby's
one's
asking, how is everybody?
That one,
Doing
I'm
good.
great. Morton's great too, I think. That is too thick. So I'm going to just,
Yeah, it's not too smoky down here.
I'm going to just take a little bit of that off. The next time, for next Watercolor Wednesdays, I'll remember to dig out my little fine brushes. I had given all my fine brushes to my granddaughter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take 2 points is what I like to do here for these. And it's funny because you take 2 points, but then you go like a pie, go in between each one for a little pie. Angelia, you are
and
a
that's how we
doll.
started watching you when we were at Sarah's house during the flood.
Oh, that was so bizarre. So split it. This is how you, my heart goes out for all the people, all those animals. It's so scary. I'm going to kind of curve these ones.
Nature likes to make miniature rooms as well, Priscilla.
Please get on our Facebook group and show me what you're doing. Show all of us.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wood in the yard is going to be what's heating us up during the winter time.
But I do wood carving, and I will show you wood carvings that I do.
Sunflower was saying it would make a perfect place to start a mushroom garden.
Yes. Oh, honey, we might have to do that on the island.
Nature's asking, these ones are actually getting painted to go in the heart boxes. I love that she's doing this.
Yes, these are...
There's a link all about them in the website.
These are going to be in the heart box of love. So way back here, I'm going to go with another layer of this purple just to make a little... Honey, what's the taller hill in Scotland called?
The what?
Is it a Monroe?
Yeah, it's over 3,000 feet.
We're going to make a couple little Monroes way back here. Way back.
Says you're a great wood carver, the mermaids of beauty.
Thank you. And I would carved a dragon village. Oh, this is going to sound really weird. A dragon Viking village on a piece of wood too. Okay, so I'm going to tap in a little bit of that purple right there.
Angelia's saying that she hopes when our clay comes, they do a better job than they did with watercolor mushrooms.
Angelia,
It's all
please
practice.
just practice. Whenever I like if I teach out somewhere or I like with my grandkids, with my own kids, I've been painting my whole life. I'm 60. I have been painting since I was a little girl, and I don't even think I'm a great painter. I love to I just love to have fun. I'm coming in here with this blue, and I'm just tapping this blue up here, right around the center. We're going to go out a little bit here. Just have fun. Having fun is the key to life. It's the key to it all. I'm just pushing some blue up there. Boom, boom, boom. I'm loving it so much better. I kind of got weird and wonky over there, but now I love that. And you see how that color, we pushed it right up. Oh, I'm loving that one. Okay, stick a fork in me. I'm done with that one. Let's come back here and grab this because we got to put our sky in. We got to wash our brush off. We got to wash, and you can have clean water.
You just got a heart me. Evangelia.
Thank you, Angelia. I want to get all the color off of here. I don't even know what it was.
Nature's asking, do you do pottery? I love to make pottery.
Yes.
And art hobby business.
I love to do everything. My problem is I love to do everything.
Not your passport child says this is free therapy.
Yay. If I had it my way, I would seriously I want to do a marathon on here where I just make stuff and see how long I can just make stuff. Martin can just bring me food to eat, water. And Martin can chitty chat while I go to the bathroom. Now I have this thing under my table here that stops your legs from, like keeps your legs going, which I haven't been using. I'm going to use it. And put my feet on it. Get over here, you. Petting you. A lot of people do put the background in first, and guess what? That's totally right too.
Nature says they might get it and hoard it till they get a house in a couple of years.
I like to just start on the edge with my. Wait, did I spray you? I didn't spray you. We gotta hydrate this blue. There you go, hydrated. Load that brush. And then come right down. You can come down straight. Look, when we come down straight, it makes this little ombre effect. You can do that. The only thing you have to do when you paint, when you make something, the only rule is, there's only one rule, and this goes for every art and craft. Everything you make, everything you do in your life, only one rule, and that is just to have fun and enjoy it. If you're not having fun and enjoying it, don't do it. Life is too short to not do the stuff that, if it's not making us happy, don't do it. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta just enjoy. This is a sweet little short ride we get. We make it sweet. Make it sweet. And enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Michelle Boysford says, rule 1, don't talk about paint club.
Yep. Rule number 1. Oh, don't make me laugh. Yeah. Rule number 1, don't talk about Watercolor Wednesday. I love it. And look, now we can paint everybody thinks clouds are white. Some clouds are fluffy and white. Most are not. Most clouds are all different colors. So we want to make this feel very far away. This is a far away painting. Extremely close up and extremely far away. So back here, I'm going to dab in sky. and it'll make it feel like there's teeny tiny little clouds way back there over that mountain. Morton, you did hill walking in Scotland, didn't you?
A little bit.
Did you ever climb a Monroe, honey?
I was up in the Cairngorms, but I don't know if you would call it that.
Honey, when we go to Scotland, how would you feel about climbing a Monroe with me?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Should I call the mountain rescue?
So we have far away little mountains. And I've taken all the water off of this guy. So I need to hydrate him some more. Let's hydrate him some more. Then you can go back in. You can go back in and darken things. But we're going to come over here. Start at the top and go down. Start at the top, go down. And look, we want to make a little cloud there. Let's make them. Make a little cloud back here. Oh, look at that little guy. Look at that little guy back there. Little clouds. This blue is so pretty. I want I want people to want to walk right in there. I want to walk right in there. Now look, we have this part in between. You see now why you have to put a sky on? This is the illustration to show you the importance of putting the sky. It's the importance of the sky. And this is the importance of the dapple. Let the dapple, I love a little dappled dachshund. Nothing I love more than a little dappled dachshund. But look at what this does now to our painting.
Foster loves the sky and colours.
Oh, thank you. Look what it does. And way back there, way back, by just keeping them tight little clouds, we make the sky look so far back.
Lovely says nature.
And now go back in, load your brush up. We're about running out of water again on this brush.
Oh,
you're so lucky.
Love it, says, yeah.
Now, I'm just going to dapple the sky some more. Dapple the sky. You can paint. I paint shapes in clouds sometimes on paintings. Funniest thing ever. My funniest sky story actually is my little brother's funny sky story. My little brother is a real artist. I'm not.
Do you ever have wild animals?
I do sometimes. But my little brother was doing an art show, and somebody came up. He was painting a fantastical sky in acrylic, very vibrant colors. And the man looking at the painting goes, the man goes like this, never see a sky like that. And very cynical. I do paintings in public a lot, and whenever somebody says something like that, I wish that I had the guts to do what my little brother did. My little brother said some swears and then pulled out his reference picture, which was a sky even more colorful and vibrant. That was great. So here we got these little clouds. We're going with little way off clouds. Now it's reminding me of this is like a Western Isles painting in Scotland where the sky feels so far away. Oh, I don't know. Did I ever tell you? Honey, you know this story. When I was in the Highlands with my mom and dad and my sister, and we stopped to have a little picnic, we got out. There was this beautiful carved wooden furniture. We sat down. We had a little picnic. And the coolest thing ever, I'm going to grab a little bit of the screen. The coolest thing ever, we walked back into the woods, just the tiniest little bit into the woods, and there was a fairy ring, a mushroom fairy ring, Morton.
Right.
It was like as big as our bird cages, the bird cage we eat in, not a real bird cage. This fairy ring of these, I gotta find that picture. I gotta find that picture to put in the Facebook group. It's unbelievable. And I was just, you know that guy on Double Rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
Double Rainbow, what does it mean? Yeah, that was me, like years before Double Rainbow Man. If there would have been a video going, I was losing my mind. I came out of the woods with my sister was in there with me. My parents were sitting on the furniture waiting for us. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I scared both my parents. They thought something really bad was going on. Like, it's a fairy circle, mushroom fairy circle. It was funny.
Rosa says that's adorable.
Okay, I love this now. This is not done. We're gonna go on our
Nature
pearlescent
says they saw a
colors.
double rainbow yesterday.
I love double rainbows too. But yeah, Double Rainbow Man had absolutely nothing on me when I walked into a fairy ring in Scotland
Have you been eating
in the middle of
mushrooms?
nowhere. No. I'm gonna do some more things to this sky. And I'm gonna grab some of this color in here. It's a little bit of green. I'm gonna go down here with a little bit of this because I like the little misty mountain feel in the background, and I might put some little misty mountains back here. I might just go for a big old mountain back here.
Jen Mel says they've seen fairy rings in grass, but not mushrooms.
Oh, it was a fairy ring that was so incredibly beautiful.
Foster says they've seen fairy rings in their yard once.
Oh my goodness. You're lucky. We're going to put some mountains back
Bandit's
here.
asking, what is a fairy ring?
It was a big circle of mushrooms that look like this one, this bright red mushroom cap. I think they might actually be toadstools. But so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Just in the middle of, like, they looked like they were magically planted because they were in a perfect circle. These are little craggy mountains back here. This is probably, yeah. I love them with the mountain line. The mountain line that we can walk into. That's what we needed. I'm going to put a taller one back there.
I think if I remember right, they reckon it's where there was a tree base.
Oh, that makes sense. But it's not as fun as thinking the fairies had a little meeting there. Little party.
Here.
What is it, my love?
Catch.
What?
I don't know if they'll see.
Oh, Martin.
Just didn't touch the side of my phone.
Well, I did something. I hate your phone. There's fairy rings. The little circle. Only it was the bright red mushroom caps with the bright red mushroom caps. So I like to darken these colors up a little bit. Further away mountains. This is definitely a let's go into that picture and live kind of feel. We still have our little fern fields in the front. Give them some space. Let them do their thing. Okay. Oh, I'm happy with that background. And these have the little ladybugs on it. Okay, so these little ladybugs. Where has my Sharpie gone? Where can it be? We're going to use a high-tech piece of equipment now. I just want to punch these little ladybugs up. They need their little heads. They need a couple little dots. Don't go overboard. Don't. And they're looking at each other. They're in love. These little ladybugs are in love.
Now, how do you answer that one, Priscilla? Is there any real life lore and superstitions with places in Scotland?
Oh yeah,
It's
gosh
like
yeah.
near the
There are
bucket list.
there are so many fairy
Where to start?
fair oh when we take you to Scotland, you are going to love it. Oh, there's so much. Now I kind of want to highlight these, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Just the black just pops.
Like there's the Kelpie and everything like
Oh
that.
yeah, they're kelpies, honey.
The Kelpie,
You
the
haven't seen,
Banshee.
babe. You have not seen the kelpies, the big statues of the kelpies. I can't believe you haven't been over to Scotland in so long, honey.
Loch Ness
We're gonna
Monster,
fix that.
Kelpies, Banshee.
Yep. There's a lot of Scottish lore.
Of course I believe in it. There's the haggis running about the house.
We'll take you all over the place. I'm gonna put just a little bit of the purple here. I'm just loving what that just did. I just want to take this around the corner. And I just want to pull this down around here. I can't wait to go to Scotland with their TikTok friends. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Jennifer says this put her to sleep in a good way.
Yay. We're gonna put this little ring on. Had to do this. Using the Sharpie, I love to do like graphic art look where you outline things, but I also like to do it with watercolors where you just take like a little bit of the darker color and come in and just, do it this way. Do it this way. I'm gonna turn this. Don't be afraid to turn your painting so you can rest your pinky. Never underestimate the power of your pinky. And now this up here, I'm going to make my brush wet. And this up here, I'm just going to pull this up. Because it'll take away the sharp of the line.
It gives it dimension.
Yep. This will take away the sharp of the line and then just muddle. Dot, 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 dot.
Nature says they may or may not be a stowaway in your luggage.
Oh, you're all going. You're all going with us. You're not getting out of the Scotland trip. Are you kidding me?
That looks like a weirdo dog's face on the left there.
A weirdo dog's face? I don't see a weirdo dog's face in the painting. Here? No. Okay. So the rest of I gotta put. Oh, yay! Wait till I'm gonna be making all the elements for the heart boxes, and oh my goodness.
I see a sort of maybe a cow laugh out loud.
just put that line on too.
Penny said they saw a dog too. Love the ladybugs, said Sandra.
Yeah, I'm loving those little ladybugs. This side I want to darken, and I'm loving the dimension and shape. Like I don't know if you can see it as much as I can see it from here, but now we need to get this guy sorted. That guy needs sorted.
They have to check out about the heart box, not familiar. You want to
Yeah,
explain
the
that
heart
some
box is this. It's on our website. The link's in the bio, and it comes with all of that. If you want to screenshot it, it comes with the Scottish sea glass that
and
Morton,
more.
and more. Oh my gosh, a lot more. A watercolor, which I'm doing the watercolors. A piece of fused glass I made, a big piece of fused glass I made. Stained glass I made. Charcoal drawing that I'm going to do on these lives. Garden art, and that is a piece of, oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love the garden art that I send you. It's so cool. You stick it in your garden or stick it in a plant. A pistachio flower fairy, which, oops, do I have one here? Yep, there. This is a pistachio flower fairy that I've made, and they're all going to have the butterflies on top. You stick it in a plant or put it in a vase on its own. Mushroom. This mushroom, this kind of mushroom that I made. Morton art. Morton's making you a little hedgehog drawing that he's doing with a little heart on it and extra surprises. I said over 200 value. I added this stuff up on a live, and it's basically over $400 worth of my stuff. This is the kicker. It's a limited supply of only 24 of these that we're doing, and we're doing them. Morton has, he starts tomorrow. He has his first cardiac rehab appointment, and we have a copay of $50 a time, and he needs 37 of them. So we need to get on it. I'm taking a little bit of black here. I should have hydrated these. I want my darker colors because I want the mushroom to pop, and then I want to do some lines in this too.
Nature says, do you sell any of it separate?
I usually do have other stuff for sale separately on the website. Right now I don't, just because I've been looking after Morton the last couple of weeks, and this is a dark wash that I'm putting on over top of this to create our side and make this pop.
Folks are saying that if you end up with extra supplies, you totally buy more things to put in the plants.
Yeah, I will do it. Do you see what we just did here though? Oh my gosh. That came out so much better than I hoped for. I knew it was going to look cool. That came out super cool. And I'm just making this over here. Just very 3D. Very 3D this one just became.
Angelia
So
says, I have a mushroom that looks like it's got a bouffant ear.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. So this, I'm just taking some of these. Now I'm not going all over, because if you do it too much, it's kind of like overkill. So right here, I just got that real dark spot on. I'm just going.
Interesting. They would love a stained glass piece. Oh, thanks for the rose, Tracy.
And I'm just picking up some of this, and I want to get a little bit darker in here. But I'm just going to come along some of, not all of, I'm going to come along some of our gills. Some of our gills. That guy. I'm going to take him all the way. Some of the gills. And it gives it so much more dimension. And then I'll pull my paint back in.
Down by the sea, I am, says they love ladybugs.
These little
Actually,
ladybugs
your
are pretty
camera
on
is
this.
saying the Heartbox page could not be found. Browser.
Oh, go in and out of a different browser. It's from TikTok. TikTok is naughty sometimes. Just use a different browser, please. Okay. I love the stem. Now, I want to put some little details on this guy, but I am going to, I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use this guy. This is Marabou Fine Liner Graphics. I'm an artist educator for this company, Marabou. I'm going to take and I'm going to make some little wispy feels. Little wispy feels. Wispy, 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 wispy. Just to put in some little, see how it feels like I'm not drawing a solid line. But I'm making this more to the forefront of what we got going on. I'm gonna use this one. I don't want to do loads of it. I don't want it to become like a line art, but I want to maybe even make a little curly Q here and there. Wisp, 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 wisp. Just a little wispy wisp. And I could even take a fern, a little fern that I had, if I wanted to. I'm not going to because I'm loving how this one's looking. I could take a little fern and push another one of our little ferns on here. I'm just making some little lines on these. But I'm not drawing a straight line. I'm not drawing a straight line. And I just want to do that by there. Oh, I'm loving them. Okay. We gotta get into our, what time is it? Okay, we gotta get into these colors now. We need to pearlescent up. We need to get our pearlescence on. Okay, so I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna rinse this brush off. And we are gonna spray these luscious, luscious colors. These colors are luscious. They are so luscious. I love them. And we're not going to go overboard. I don't want to go overboard with this. Don't want to go overboard. I need to make a new sign because I don't do some of that stuff anymore. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this in somebody's box. This little coaster of sheep. I love it. I love that little coaster of sheep and alcohol ink. But I always knock it over. But it makes me happy. It reminds me of sheep in the field in Scotland. Okay, so I'm going to start with
The link works for me for the boxes.
Excellent. It's different. Okay, so this stuff here, I'm going to start with this. And I'm going to just come right on here. Now, we won't be able to see this great until it... Oh, yeah. That's the ticket.
I used the link in the bio, Priscilla, and it took me to the website.
For the shop.
And it took me to the page, okay.
Okay. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's annoying. I'm just putting a little... Can you see this? When this dries, this pearlescent, that's all we're going to do on this. That's all we're going to do on this one. A little bit right down in there. That will dry super cool. But now I'm going to take that, because it's a purple on here, and I'm going to come over and just one little line across our background. Just one little line. That might be a little field of heather back in there. a little bit there. Gonna wash this out. I'm gonna grab a hold of some green. One little line
It
of
was
that.
annoying when it was trying to check it was working, it logged me out and I've lost the comments that people
I'm
were
gonna
making.
just put some tiny little bits of the green down here. Because I want to keep this like a soft, like a velvety feel painting. Like a velvet painting. And we're going to put just a little bit on our mushroom stem. I think we're going to use this color. This color, just a little bit. I'm going to dapple this on. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. That was a good color choice. Just going to dapple it on. See, I did not paint that. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, I love you. Look at you. Look at you. You're done. You are done. Oh, no, you're not quite done. I just want to make 2 or 3 little gold.
Tracy's
Yep.
saying yes. Sorry, Cambria said yes and Tracy's saying
Oh.
yes.
Oh, it's so subtle.
So cool.
So
See it
subtle.
down by the sea.
So subtle. And look, honey, there's the sun coming in, dazzling on this now. Oh, just made the sun come out. I'm going to sign this one, because this one is done. I'm going to sign it over here with my pen by here. I like to sometimes, it's good. My, my signature is going to be part of the stem. Let me lay it down. Houliston. So, no. So my signature is part of the base of that one. I love it. I'm so pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Now this that I've been using to take my to help make my mushrooms. Now this, nah, we don't gotta leave it. It's good. It's good to go.
Perfect, says Tracy.
So this.
Well, you're up at 21,800 likes.
Wow, thank you. This, I take this in, push this around. Let me zoom you back out so you can see. Oh, you're not zoomed in. So this we just go right around. And I highly recommend, just seriously, get a 12 by 12 inch frame for scrapbook paper. Find a pretty piece of scrapbook paper that you like, right? Find your pretty scrapbook 12 by 12 inch frame. Put this on your pretty piece of scrapbook paper and then put it in your frame. And this circle inside the square, look how can you see how 3D that mushroom is? Does it show? Can you see it popping up from the background? Oh, I like, this is my favorite part of painting. I like to look at the very end. I like to do the little things and give it the whole. If it's a landscape,
it's perfection, says
what I walk,
is beautiful.
And look, it's not my imagination. It almost looks like the mushroom has light coming out from underneath of it, doesn't it? Is it my imagination?
Cambria says yes, you're so talented.
I love this one. This one's in our very first one. I forget who bought our very first box, but I'm going to start sending the boxes out as soon as I do my charcoals. They're going to be getting this guy. And I love those little ladybugs. Look at them. Oh my gosh, they're the bestest friends. Honey, look. They're just having so much fun. And look, see that, the color that we dropped from above below? Look at it. It's like twilight in Scotland. Oh, okay. All right, so I want to show you here the difference. So see this one, because we put all of our little effects on this one, right? And now this one we have not. And you can see the difference, painting, like getting your layers done, getting layers on there. And we're in the golden hour now, so look at this window, what this window does here. That's a white piece of paper. That's the stained glass window. You're seeing the cherry window right now. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Look at the sun.
Yeah, it's starting to blind me now.
It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. You enjoy these joyful moments, please.
Cambria says, yeah, your talent.
I love that. Okay. All right.
Says Beaman. Penny says exactly the mushroom lights the ground below.
Look at the mushroom there. Oh, okay. Let's get you guys beautiful too. And I'm going way over. I've been 2 hours on these, but Cambria pointed out, and it is true, these are 2 paintings. So now I'm happy with the bottom, happy with that. I think we just need to really put some of our highlights on here. I think that just needs some of our highlights. So let's go with this guy.
Oh, down by the sea, downloaded your book to Kindle.
Oh my goodness, it's probably Little Changes.
Was it Little Changes?
It might be Alexander's Twiddlebug. They're both on Kindle. Thank you. I'm going to just take this and just coax this down here. I'm not painting.
Hedgehog says, Mama.
Just coaxing. Does this one need a little hedgehog? A little hedgehog? Okay, so we're going to put some of that, and then I'm going to put...
Yeah, the downloaded Little Changes.
Excellent, thank you. I'm going to put this red on this. And this is our shimmery, pearlescent. And I'm just dabbing this rather than painting it, because I don't want it to overpower. Don't want to overpower that. But I'm going to come in here. Gonna need, where's my guys? I'm gonna need this back. The light just got beautiful in here. Okay, so this was the red that I had used. I'm gonna come down here and use this other color red, this other shade of red rather. Other shade of red. Let's make it so.
All right, John.
Make it so. So I'm gonna take some of this. And this one, I'm going to go right around this edge. We're going to come up with our little roll. I got another little piece of my leaf in there. Out. Out. This is going to be our little rolled edge. The light here right now is so beautiful. Honey, I wish everybody was here right now with us. That would be so lovely. We could all figure out what we're doing for dinner together. That would be fun. Because it's the golden hour. Everybody's watching the golden hour happen here. Golden hour is happening on the mushroom. So we just put this little roll here, just to give us our little .3D. You can make it a little wider if you want. You can make it where it's straight lines, and mushrooms don't work for me. So we have that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna move these out of the way, but that looks cool in front of them too. I have nowhere else to put them. I'll set them on this side. Oh, the golden hour here is the magic time. This might be my favorite live we've ever done together. Might be my favorite. What else is making my shadows here? This, are you a shadow? Not yet, but you will be. Oh, that's a little shadow. Look at, see how up above there, can you see? I don't know if you can see the shimmery. I'm hoping you can. It's just the right amount of shimmer, I promise. Just the right amount of shimmer. Okay. This is difficult to paint. Okay. That works. So here, the only line I want, because this mushroom continues. So the only line I want to do is right here. Right there. I'll bring that down. Bring that down. I'm going to go out over onto this one. And then I'm going to just paint.
Alan says they agree this has been very informative and special.
Thank you. I just want to paint this up and over. And mute it where it comes back down to this line. I want that dark line to show. This is a very layered mushroom. And you can still see all that pearlescent in there. Oh. I love that one. Okay. That one's done. That one is done. The mushroom. Now we got to do the same to Pinky. Let's get Pinky over here. So Pinky, I'm going to take a little bit of this. Take a little bit of this color. I'm going to just come right around the bottom here. Just right around the bottom. To make that ring. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. And the tiniest little touch right up there. That's that one. Down here, because it's that beautiful purple, I'm going to touch just right along the edge of our forest here.
Melissa says, while I was gone for a few minutes, beautiful.
The light is changing in here. The light's really changing. I might have to put so we have so many shadows. And look, I think I see a rainbow in here too. Do I have a... Oh, we're at just the light color now. I don't see the colored anymore. We had the colors from the cherry window on here. Let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit of our darker pink. Of the darker pink right around here.
Hi, Laura. Laura's saying hello, Priscilla.
Hello, Laura. How are you? I'm going to take this and I'm going to come right out with this.
Quite a few family members in, I think.
Hello, all of you awesome people.
We're doing good, thank you.
Yeah, we've had a lovely, lovely day. And this one, I'm not going to put any, this light has gotten wild on me. I'm going to have to turn my light on again. I'm sorry.
You see the rainbow that was on your thing?
I know, there's the rainbow. That's what Tanya had sent.
What's that reflecting?
Honey, there's a prism in the window from Tanya. It's gorgeous. sorry. I gotta put that back on. There's too many shadows. There's still a lot of shadows here, but they're good.
Angela's saying, will you post this live so they can practice?
I will try. I will try to put this on our YouTube. I will try. Down here, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna make. We started with this. I'm gonna end with this. I'm gonna make a little paste up here in our green. Let's go with this dark green, dark. This is like a dark blue green. I love it. So on here, paint with nature. Just put my little fern in there. And then I'm going to take and really make sure that he's coated as well. Okay. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to put you. Let's go right here. Oh, these look like thistles. I could turn that guy into a thistle easy. Couldn't I, honey? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to take the next page of my next circle. That's what they thought they were. Look at Fostered. Yes, it is a thistle. It's a thistle. It's actually a fern she pulled out the front garden. Yeah. I'm gonna push this one on top. We'll still have a little bit more ink on there. So I got a little fine little print on there. Little fine. And then this one, we'll lift this guy up. That's just what I wanted. Little subtle. Okay, now that I saw that is a thistle, I gotta come back in here and grab some. Where'd my water go? Oh, there it is. Grab some purple. Gonna grab some purple. And we're gonna make a little thistle back here. I'm gonna go on the green because I've never been thrilled with that green. We're gonna make a nice big thistle back here. Make a little thistle bud here. Maybe put another one over here. Back into the water. I'm gonna grab a little bit of pink. Might think it's a little bit crazy, but I'm gonna just come up through the purple with that pink. Cover up that green. And there's a thistle back there. I love it. It's a big thistle back there. And then the same way here, just a little bit of the pink. Just pull that out. That thistle's growing sideways. How's Priscilla's thumb doing? Sore. I'm still working on growing skin on it. And I keep bumping it on everything, don't I, honey? I told you there was that liquid skin in the garden. I don't like that. I like the air to get at it. You haven't tried it? I have never tried it. Honey, I'm a baby, you know this. I am my father's daughter. So I'm going to take this green paint that I just went into. I'm going to touch and dab this guy up a little bit thicker. Because thistles have thick stems that are super duper jaggy. Don't they, honey? Mm-hmm. I know the Highland cows eat them. And I'm gonna also take this right to the floor. This is right back here. We'll put our little grass fields back there. The thistles are back behind there. We're just gonna fill in some little fields. I love the little fields. Go crazy with them. Looky. We're gonna put in a lot here. Oh, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And somebody had said we should paint a little hedgehog in here. But hedgehogs are bigger than mushrooms, but it's a good thing that we live in our little fantasy world, because guess what? We can totally put a hedgehog in here. A little tiny, teeny, tiny baby hedgehog. Look how little this little man is. Look at. If he was sitting under there, that would be perfect. He's basically perfect right there. Wouldn't you agree? Mm-hmm. I like that view of him. Let's do this. It's really rare. Give me a break, because it's really rare that I paint off of a model. I don't like to paint off models, but if you're going to paint off of a model, this is how you do it. He's about the perfect size. I'm going to put his shape in here.
Reminds me of a Dougal. This is small.
Honey, what day? Though today's Wednesday?
Yeah.
I don't want to cook. I don't want to be a grown-up anymore, Martin.
Yeah, Whopper Wednesday.
I don't want a Whopper. A Whopper probably has 4,000% sodium in it. Mm. Where has the color gone? There's the color that I'm looking for. I'm going to let him to the side. He's interfering with me. He's interfering with my thought process. I got to build this layer up. Let's let his little nose come over here. Little nose. His little nose can dry. He's just a little hedgehog hanging out under these 20-foot tall mushrooms. That's all. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all to see here. I'm going to take some of this color I just picked up though and pat down in here. I like that. So the little guy here, this little guy here, the trouble right now, everything is going to run. Every color that I put in here, until I let that dry, every color is going to run. So I'm just going to put a little bit in to just sort of shape him in. Get his little head shaped in. But we got to let that guy dry. Got to. We got to wait with him. He's just a little man. Just a little man. We'll put a nose on him. See how that's feeling. That nose is feeling pretty good. Didn't run. He must want to be here. Little eye. Got a little bit of the black. And this part, you want to get yourself a little fine point.
Yeah, that's crazy. The
little fine point.
Has 45% of your sodium, and it's got 55% of your saturated fat.
Wow.
Ironically, it's only got 4% cholesterol, but it has 52% of your total fat and 55% saturated fat.
I'm just dabbing that back out because we gotta let that part dry.
And that's like the impossible vocal.
That part has got to dry. There will be a little hedgehog in this one, but we'll take a little minute.
So that is a big no-no.
Yeah, honey. Eating out is a big no-no with it when it comes to the salt. I'm totally fine cooking it.
Well, that was a vegetarian thing, and the amount of fat and everything in it was incredible.
Yep.
Hi there, you read other soup? She's saying, hello, Watercolor Wednesday.
Hello, hello, hello. I gotta let his little face dry, and then we'll put on his little nose and whatnot. But because I have some really good shadow on here, shadow color from that guy, I'm going to come up here and just paint a little bit of that down in here and up, just to make this a little bit.
You could have it neat and another hedgehog underneath the mushroom.
Morton, how late do you want your dinner? Could have. Gotta go here with a little line.
Yeah, I can, but you really got to watch what I eat.
We're gonna do everything we can to take great care of Morton. I want Morton to be here forever. I like the underneath of this mushroom. This little man has to wait. That little man has to wait. I'm going to take a little bit of that brown and just go.
Funny there, Priscilla, Angie saying grocery store sushi can be really good. We sushi'd ourselves out.
Honey, no, now that Angie said that, I want to have sushi tonight. I love to have I love to have sushi, and we got to let this guy dry, but I got to take you on a little walk and show you some things anyway. So this is what we did for Watercolor Wednesday. I love them, and I'm hoping that you love them too. That's in the sunlight. This is kind of like, oh, it even looks cool like that. You're gonna love these paintings. And I love the mushrooms. I love the mushroom paintings. Let's look at this guy now on all light. Yes. 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 Okay. Now, I'm going to... would you believe I just bumped my thumb? I would. I'm gonna... Oh, Angela, you are too sweet. I want to keep that, but this is how much I love. This is how much I love everybody that supports us. I want to keep so many of those mushrooms. I'm sending them out. And I want to keep that. I definitely want to keep that one painting that I just did. Honey, I want to show them the mural. Mm-hmm. What else did I want to show that we just got?
That thing you made over there, the miniature thing people were asking about.
Oh, the miniature. Oh, this.
You wanted to show them the tiki house as well.
Okay. All right.
I can't remember if that person's still here.
I'm just going back to this mushroom. Can we just go back and let's just all live right here in this mushroom world. Look at that mushroom. Look at, oh my gosh. Oh, I love him. Okay. This little this is just a little miniature game room, which I do love. It has fairy lights. It's a pain in the neck though, because I gotta unplug, replug every time. Look, there's my mom. My mom was so lovely. She's the only girl. And there's my pap. But this is like all little miniature Candyland. little mini Scrabble, there's a lot of little minis in here. Little mini fairy pictures, little clay things that I made for in there. But I made it like a little game room. There's a little mirror in there too. And then lo and behold, this is now the game table. Well, it's overran with things that are going to be going out in the heart boxes. I don't want to spin you so fast. Hello, you. My glasses were on my head, not on my face. It was not very clever. Okay, now I got you there. I can turn you back around. I think this mural might be done. I was looking at it today, and I got some things for it. I still got to do white down here. I like the color of the background. And look at this. Look at that little man. And back here, I'm going to make a little initials behind there, honey, that says PH plus MH. But look at this little guy. How adorable is he? And, for down here, I did a little cheat. Honey, I'd be happy to have a cantaloupe for dinner.
What did you say, son? I'd
be happy to have the cantaloupe for dinner. These are some other little miniature things that I've made. I might put some of these in the heart boxes of love as surprises too. Like I painted the fabric for her dress, made her face, and you can see the size of these. She's a little pumpkin princess. I love her. This is a little witchy poo. And then this is a little mermaid fairy. I love her too. I love Witchy Poo too. I made her fabric. I painted that fabric. And then this, I love her cape. It's like this little glittery cape. But I like doing like little miniatures like this. These are little moss bowls that I have sitting like all over the place. So that one has like a little acorn in it. It does have a little face on it. And then as I go through, every time I go through and mist these, because this is living moss, and moss is an incredible air purifier, but every time I go through and mist them, I kind of move things around in them too. Like, look at that one. That's in a little coaster. Like, I love little minis like this. I love them. Love them. There's a big one. But moss in your house is a very good air purifier. Look at this stone that we found. This is a piece of coal we found behind the church, up in the woods, taking a walk. And look at that stone. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love that guy. I'm going to, we've been on 2.5 hours. I don't know if I'll be able to download this TikTok because sometimes it says they're not available. If it's available for a download, I will download it, upload it forever on our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for being here and painting. Honey, you want to say bye? Cheerio. And we're going to go figure out what to eat for dinner. Might be sushi. Oh, honey, maybe mushrooms. We do have mushrooms in the fridge. Maybe a mushroom omelet. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.